All right, time to preview this week's game. Rick, 5A, huge game. We got Westwood, we got Leander. Westwood's 8-0, still undefeated. Leander, they started 0-3, but they've won 5 straight. This one's probably going to decide the 16 5A title. Who do you like in this one?
Well, I like them both. Westwood being in the top 10 for 3 weeks in a row, and that's why I'm going to pick Leander.
Yeah.
Leander is hot right now. They've been scoring 35 points just about every single game. I like the hot team, even though Westwood has been winning. It hasn't been consistently by lopsided scores, and Leander's been destroying people, and Andres Barrera has turned into a heck of a quarterback, scored 4 touchdowns on his own just running the ball last week. So a mild upset, I'm going with them.
I'm going to go with Westwood. In games like this, I like to go with the team with the best player, and I think Ben Johnson is either the best player in the area right now or the second best if you want to throw in Dajay Johnson into that argument. So I think he's going to do enough. He has 24 touchdowns this year, 10 passing touchdowns, 4 rushing touchdowns. He also has good weapons with Desmond Wyatt and Ladine Anderson. And, Ben Johnson also averaging about 40 yards a punt. So he does it all for them, and I just think they do enough to win this game. Probably not going to be a blowout, but it'll be a fun game to watch. Second game, we're going to go Liberty Hill, Lampasas. 2 teams, they both run the same type of offense. Both love to run the football game. This game probably will last about 10 minutes since they both run the ball so much. But in the end, who's going to win this one?
Maybe an hour and 10 minutes, but they're going to speed past this one. I'm going to go with Liberty Hill. 5 wins in a row. Jerry Vance obviously is a fantastic coach, and he's been waiting for this moment all year. I just think that they've been on this progression, and it's been leading to this week. But it's going to be a great game. Lampasas obviously has had a fantastic season. I'm going to go with the old wily veteran.
I'm going to go with Lampasas. Obviously, when you have a wing team offense, you have to have depth in order to win the games, and both teams have a bunch of runners that can run the ball. I like Lampasas' depth a little bit more, and they are the home team, so those 2 things I'm going to give them the edge. But once again, I expect this one to be a good game.
Close.
Hendrickson Manor. Manor's kind of a surprising team this year. Not a lot of people thought they'd be in the district championship race, but if they beat Hendrickson this week, they're going to be right there. Are they going to do it?
They're going to do it. You talk about athletes. Both teams have fantastic athletes. I'm going to go with Manor. Small upset maybe. Sad Jackson's done a terrific job with Manor. And Ja'Cory McQueen, he just does nothing but impress people week after week after week. You were talking about best player on the field. He might be the best player on the field in that game. So I see a 3-point victory for Manor.
We go with Hendrickson.
Again.
Love Dajay Johnson, love Preen, their sophomore running back. Just too much firepower between those 2. They've already rushed for 2,700 yards this season. So I say they do enough. I don't expect this to be a defensive showdown. I expect a lot of points to be scored, and it's going to be a fun one to watch. But in the end, I say Hendrickson wins this one.
Can I change my pick?
You cannot.
No, I'm picking Manor.
All right, last game, Hayes, New Braunfels Canyon. Both these teams have already wrapped up playoff berths, but they're playing for seeding right now. And how do you see this one playing out?
It's going to be a close game. I'm going with Hayes. I like the way they're playing for their new first-year coach, Blake Felt. At the beginning of the year, they just didn't understand his system. They kept getting a lot of penalty flags. They've actually cleaned that up a lot, especially at the line of scrimmage, not getting as many penalties. And I just think that since there's a relief that they're already in the playoffs, that takes some of the edge away. So I think they're going to win a close game.
I go with Canyon. I like the way Canyon's been playing defense lately. Last week against Lockhart, won 16-0. Their defense actually outscored their offense 9-7. They're at home. Their defense is playing well. It's not the end of the world if they lose this game, but I think they're going to do enough to win and send fans home from that red turf with a smile on their face.
I love that red turf. The only school in America with a red turf.
All right, those are our predictions. We'll be back next week to do the same thing, and check out the newspaper on Saturday to see how we did.